Welcome back to Is It Real? The channel for mythology, cryptids, and all things horror and scary. My name is Ian Ali, the narrator and creator. Today, we're exploring the enigmatic and timeless goddess of love, beauty, and passion, Aphrodite. Her influence stretches across history and cultures, inspiring artists, poets, and dreamers. But was she just a myth, or does her story hint at deeper truths about human nature? Let's dive into her origins, transformations, and enduring legacy. To the ancient Greeks, Aphrodite embodied pure beauty and sensuality. She was often depicted as a radiant young woman with flowing hair, a subtle, knowing smile, and an almost complete disregard for modesty. Her image became a canvas for artists to project their ideals of beauty and passion. But can such an iconic figure be contained by a name or a frame? The Greeks may have called her Aphrodite, but the Romans revered her as Venus, and before that, the Babylonians worshipped her as Ishtar. Her roots go even further back to the Sumerians, where she appeared as Inanna, the goddess of love and war, around 4000 BCE. Her identity has shifted and evolved through the centuries, a reflection of humanity's ever-changing relationship with love and desire. Keep watching till the very end, when I will reveal the most mind-bending fact about Aphrodite. Aphrodite's multifaceted nature was celebrated in fascinating ways. The Greeks, for instance, acknowledged her as Aphroditus, a deity who embodied both male and female aspects in one divine form. This fluidity reflected the ancient understanding of love as boundless and transformative. But even her origin story is far from straightforward. Some myths claim she was born from the sea foam created when the sky god Uranus was overthrown. Others say she was Zeus's daughter. The poets, true to form, never agreed, but they painted Aphrodite as less of a personality and more as the embodiment of beauty itself, a concept that's as subjective as it is universal. Before we go any further, a quick reminder, if you're enjoying this dive into the mysteries of ancient mythology, consider subscribing to the channel and giving this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us keep creating content like this. Thank you! Intrigued by Aphrodite? Stay tuned, as I'm about to reveal a mind-blowing secret about the goddess of love and beauty. Now, let's talk about Aphrodite's Roman counterpart, Venus. Roman poet and philosopher Lucretius dedicated his magnum opus to her. This epic poem, spanning over 7,000 lines, portrayed Venus not just as a goddess, but as the creative force driving life itself. Lucretius sought to explain the world through observation and reason, rejecting the idea that gods controlled human suffering. He wrote, "Beyond poetry, the planet Venus also became a key symbol of the goddess. Venus is the brightest object in the night sky after the sun and moon, often shining brighter than the stars. The Greeks associated the planet with Aphrodite, naming it Phosphorus when it appeared at dawn, and Hesperus when it appeared at dusk. The Romans adopted Phosphorus into their mythology, calling it Lucifer, meaning light bringer. While today Lucifer is often linked to the fallen angel, its origins lie in the celestial movements of Venus, which seem to strive for the heavens only to descend below the horizon, a cycle that mirrored myths of divine ascension and fall. Speaking of celestial parallels, we circle back to Inanna, the Sumerian version of Aphrodite. Inanna's myths, particularly her descent into the underworld, align with Venus's orbital patterns. In the story, Inanna descends to the underworld, dies, and is resurrected 3 days later, symbolizing renewal. Similarly, Venus disappears from the sky and reemerges days later, continuing its celestial journey. These stories and movements reflect the idea of transformation, that destruction often precedes creation. Aphrodite, the epitome of beauty and love, holds a fascinating secret that will astound you. But don't stop watching just yet. Keep your eyes glued to the screen for the full revelation. Aphrodite's own myth of birth embodies this theme. She emerges from the sea foam, born of the severed remains of Uranus. From chaos and pain comes beauty and renewal. Aphrodite rises from the waves as if to say, "The storm is over. Take my hand." Her story reminds us that beauty and love are often born from transformation. When the Western Roman Empire fell, worship of Aphrodite faded, but her influence didn't vanish. During the Renaissance, her spirit was reignited thanks to a rediscovery of Lucretius's Soph. A forgotten copy of the poem, left to decay in a German monastery, was found by a book hunter named Poggio Bracciolini. This discovery brought ancient ideas of beauty, humanism, and reason back into the spotlight, helping to spark the cultural revolution we now know as the Renaissance. From Florence, Italy, these classical ideals spread across Europe, reshaping art, science, and philosophy. Aphrodite's enduring influence encouraged people to seek beauty in the natural world and to question authority, paving the way for the Enlightenment. Her legacy as a goddess of love and beauty transformed into a symbol of human creativity, courage, and resilience. Prepare to be amazed as we unveil a hidden facet of this iconic goddess, revealing a side of her you never knew existed. So, was Aphrodite real? Maybe not in the literal sense, but her story speaks to something profoundly human: the need to find beauty, love, and meaning in a world often filled with chaos. She challenges us to embrace transformation, to find joy in the fleeting, and to create something lasting. If you enjoyed this exploration, please give the video a thumbs up so others can find it too. Don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the myths and mysteries that shape our world. Now here's the shocking fact. I promised you guys, though the goddess of love and beauty, she was forced to marry Hephaestus, the unattractive and crippled god of the forge. This led to infidelity and drama on Olympus. And as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below, and let's continue the conversation. Until next time, keep questioning what's real.